Hi there, my Outies. It's another episode breakdown and theory session on the psychological thriller Severance Season 2. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of Episode 5, titled Trojan's Horse, and there's a lot to unpack. After the shocking revelations and tense moments in Episode 4, this next episode has the potential to blow the doors off this already mind-bending world. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Season 2 has already taken us through some intense twists and turns. And with every episode, we're left with more questions. Mark, Dylan, Helly, and Irving are deeper into the rabbit hole of Lumen's secrets. And now, with the revelations in Episode 4, tensions are at an all-time high. So, what exactly is going to happen in Episode 5? Well, let's dive right into some predictions and theories that could give us an idea of what to expect.
There, you on the table. I wonder if you'd mind taking a brief survey.
Mark's reintegration, a major turning point. Let's start with Mark, whose reintegration has been a significant focal point in Season 2 so far. In Episode 3, we saw Mark undergo the reintegration process, hoping to reconcile his innie and outie memories. But as we predicted, this process is far from smooth sailing. In Episode 5, we'll likely see more fallout from Mark's reintegration. It's clear that Mark's innie memories are starting to bleed into his outie consciousness, and this is going to create some serious confusion. Remember that Mark's outie personality is dealing with the recent death of his wife, Gemma. When Mark's innie starts to merge with his outie self, those memories will inevitably collide, creating a psychological mess. This could lead to Mark experiencing flashbacks, vivid dreams, or even moments of disorientation. It's also possible that he will begin to uncover more details about Gemma's death, potentially triggering some major realizations about what Lumen is really up to. In previous episodes, Mark has had moments where he's struggled to reconcile his innie and outie selves. The reintegration process could continue to chip away at his psyche, making him question everything he thought he knew. And with the growing tension between the characters, particularly Mark and Dylan, this conflict is going to escalate in Episode 5. But there's more. As we saw in the Season 2 trailer, Mark's outie will meet Helena in a bar or diner. This could be a critical scene. Helena is now fully aware of Mark, and given that her identity was exposed in Episode 4, we could see her approach Mark's outie to form an emotional connection. She might be seeking understanding or trying to manipulate Mark into her own agenda. But either way, this meeting will be crucial for Mark's emotional journey and his reintegration process.
I'm so sorry, Helly.
The return of Helly, innie, not outie. Now let's talk about Helly. Well, Helena, to be exact. Episode 4 confirmed that the Helly we've been seeing is actually her outie counterpart, Helena Egan. And with her true identity revealed, there are bound to be consequences. So what's next? Bedmex for Helly Hawks Helena. In Episode 5, we think there's a strong chance that Helly will make her official return to the severed floor. While the show has made it clear that Lumen is prepared to go to extreme lengths to complete their Cold Harbor project, it's highly likely that Helly's return will serve as a way to re-establish some semblance of control over the MDR team. Helly, as her true self, is a symbol of rebellion against Lumen's manipulative ways, but she's also someone who has been deeply influenced by the Egan legacy. After all, her outie self is a product of that same oppressive force. Lumen may want to reinstate Helly, the real one, to prevent Mark and Dylan from running away with the truth. That said, Mark and Dylan may have mixed feelings when they see Helly again, especially since they've been deceived by her outie counterpart, Helena. It's going to be a tense reunion, as they'll likely view her with suspicion. But as the episode progresses, it's possible they'll realize that this is, in fact, the real Helly, and the team's dynamic could shift once more. It will be a difficult adjustment for all involved, but Helly's return could offer some much-needed clarity for the characters who have been trapped in their own psychological mazes.
As if you, Irving B., never even existed.
Irving's fate. Is he really done? Now let's talk about Irving. He's had a wild ride in Season 2, and Episode 4 set up a huge turning point for him. After his explosive confrontation with Helena, where he tried to expose her true identity as an Egan, Irving was effectively fired by Milchick. His innie self was shut off, and his outie self has yet to fully come to grips with the events that transpired. But here's the thing, Irving is not done yet. There's too much at stake for his storyline to just fizzle out here. The idea that Irving's any self has been erased is too tidy for Severance, and we know that things are never that simple in this world. It's possible that Irving's innie will be reactivated in episode 5, and his storyline will continue to evolve. The question is, where does he go from here? Does he return to Lumen as an outie and try to investigate from the outside? Or does his innie self come back with a vengeance, determined to bring down Lumen from within? Either way, it's clear that Irving's journey is far from over, and he may play a crucial role in unraveling the mystery surrounding Lumen's operations. Moreover, Irving's connection to Bert, which has been hinted at throughout the season, could come into focus. We've speculated that Irving and Bert have a deeper relationship outside of Lumen, and we could see this relationship explored further in episode 5. Perhaps Bert has some answers that could help Irving navigate this treacherous world, and maybe Irving will even seek out Bert to piece together the truth about Lumen.
It's Milchick. Remove the Glasgow block now.
Milchick and the Glasgow block. In the aftermath of the shocking events in episode 4, Milchick is left in a precarious position. His role as Lumen's enforcer has been questioned, and now, with the revelation that Helly and Helena were part of a larger deception, Milchick may find himself in hot water. It's possible that Lumen will start to question his loyalty or effectiveness, which could lead to a shift in his character. The concept of the Glasgow block is also key to understanding the stakes of this world. The Glasgow block, which was introduced in episode 4, seems to be a mechanism that can override the severance process. By removing the Glasgow block, Lumen can restore an innie to their original state, which was seen when Helly was returned after being temporarily replaced by Helena. This raises the question, what else does Lumen have hidden in its arsenal? The idea of more overrides and settings, such as the mysterious beehive and freeze frame, suggests that Lumen's technology is far more complex and nefarious than we initially thought. Episode 5 could offer more clues as to the true capabilities of Lumen's severance procedure and whether there are more hidden settings that could play a role in the character's ultimate escape or unraveling of the company's twisted machinations.
Back! Turn her back!
God damn it, stop doing!
Team Gemma versus Team Helly. As Mark's reintegration process continues, we will likely see a growing tension between Mark's feelings for Gemma and his connection to Helly, or Helena, now that her true identity is out. There's definitely an emotional battle brewing inside Mark's mind. Mark's love for Gemma was a central theme in Season 1, and it seems like his reintegration process is going to force him to confront those emotions once again. However, as Mark's memories return, he may start to see a more complicated picture. Helly's return and her true identity as Helena may stir up conflicting emotions in Mark. His innie self has an emotional bond with Helly, while his outie self is still deeply connected to Gemma. This creates an emotional love triangle of sorts, where Mark's mind will be torn between two women, one of whom is part of the very company he's been working to dismantle. This struggle will undoubtedly add more tension to the already fraught dynamics within the MDR team. As the season progresses, Mark's emotional journey may become one of the key driving forces behind the unfolding story. Our nerdy thoughts. Episode 5 of Severance promises to be a game changer. With Mark's reintegration process in full swing, Helly's return, Irving's uncertain future, and the ever-present shadow of Lumen's manipulative influence, there's no telling what will happen next. But one thing is for sure, the stakes are higher than ever, and the consequences of each character's actions will reverberate through the rest of the season. Whether we're diving deeper into Mark's emotional turmoil, uncovering more secrets about Lumen, or witnessing the fallout from Helena's deception, Episode 5 is set to deliver the kind of mind-bending twists and turns that have made Severance one of the most intriguing shows on television. So what do you think will happen in Episode 5? What theories do you have for where the show is headed next? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Severance content and analysis.
What the heck, I'll laugh anyway.